Hello and welcome back to the Game School Dad channel with me, Martin, and today we're looking at Magic the Gathering Arena on the Green Colour Challenge for beginners to Magic Arena. So let's get on with the Green Colour Challenge. And here we go, the first opponent for our green deck is the white life gain deck, and we're using Large and in Charge is the green deck for the colour challenge. So we have some little creatures that will add more mana so that we can cast our big expensive creatures. And here we have little creatures that add mana and bigger, more expensive trampoline creatures. Okay, right, and we have our forest as our land for green mana. So the opponent has a cat. I'm not too worried about the cat. I'm going to get out one of these plant creatures that will add 1 mana of any colour when you tap them, or if we control a creature with power 4 or greater, they add 2 mana of any one colour instead. We could block. If we block, the cat survives, the plant dies. We don't want to block, we want to take some damage and keep our plant alive. Now, we could play out a plant, and that would leave us with 2 mana to play with, or we could play out a Baloth Pack Hunter, which is a 3/3. Let's see, it will use all the mana we have, and next turn we couldn't play out both of those anyway. 1, 2, 3. I think this will pretty much work out the same either way. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just play out the Pack Hunter first, I think. That gives us a 3/3 creature, which means they're probably not going to try to attack us because we could kill their creatures. So that kind of holds off some damage there. We could play the other plant, or we could play the other Pack Hunter. The other Pack Hunter will put 2 +1/+1 counters on the existing Baloth Pack Hunter, so that's a pretty good deal. We now got 5/5, and it actually means that our plant here can now add 2 mana of any colour rather than just 1. So we get the other plant out as well. So we're using these creatures together to build up our mana as quickly as possible to get our big creature out. Now we could attack with our 5/5, but he has 5 potential damage, but he also has 5 damage to take. So if we attack with this, he'll kill his creatures at the expense of 1 Baloth Pack Hunter. We're left with the other one and our plants. We have 4 lands here, and this can be used for 2, and this can be used for 2, so that's actually 8. So why don't we let's attack with that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can still play out the Rampaging Bronton next turn. So sure, let's attack with the Baloth Pack Hunter. Let's let him block with everything and let everything die on his side, because we still have enough to play out our Rampaging Brontodon, and that's the important win condition that we've got coming up here. We can attack with our 3/3. He's only a 1/1. Doesn't have any instants like tactical advantage. If he did, that might be trouble there. But it doesn't. Okay, the Rampaging Brontodon, when it attacks, it gets +1/+1 till end of turn for each land we control. So let's put out another land. So we have maximum lands out. And we're going to attack with the Brontodon, and we might as well attack with the Pack Hunter as well. Now they both have trample, so even if they block with the Priest, any extra damage will get through. So we're attacking with a 3/3 and a 7/7 that will get +1/+1 for each land we control, which is 6 other lands. So it's actually going to be a 13/13 trample. So we're attacking with 16 trample damage. So if we attack with this, and we attack with this, we're actually attacking with enough to kill them. Am I seeing this right? 3, and there's going to be 13 there, so that's 16 damage. He could block one of that, and we'll take 15 damage to him. I added that wrong. We can attack with the 3/3 and the 7/7 with 13, 16. Yes, 15 damage, and then the other 2 will get through as well. So that was right. So no matter what he does there, we could have held back the plants, but Next turn, something might have happened, like maybe a pacifism card on the Brontodon, which would have been not ideal. So if we can see the lethal damage, we can go for the win and not hold back. Those 1/1s can still do some damage themselves. Alright, so green against the red deck. So green, we have lots of bigger creatures, or we have more expensive bigger creatures than red could normally deal with, but red can make lots of goblins and have things like raid bombardment as well, which is going to do damage to us. So we want to make sure we can stop that. Play our forest in our first turn, play our second forest, and then start getting our plant creatures out. That will add some mana for us. We could block if he's going to attack here, but we will lose our creature and the Tin Street Cadet will replace itself. And it didn't matter anyway because they used shock and killed it. Okay, so our opponent's using instants against us. So there's 3 lands there to put out our plant. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 using this, and 5 using that forest there. So we could put out the Pack Hunter as a 3/3 trample, or we could put out the Sentinel Spider. This could go either way. So we could put out this and keep that. In fact, if we put out the Spider, it's going to mean that the plant, if it survives, can give us 2 mana next turn. So we're actually increasing the mana we can do as well. So that's 4, 5, 6. Let's put out... Let's do the Spider. And we have this instant as well. Put a +1/+1 counter on our target creature and untap the creature. So let's attack with our Spider this turn, because he can do 4 damage to us if he wants to block with everything, which is fine with me. And I'm going to give our creature +1, so that'll give us 5 defense, and his 4 damage won't get through. It also untaps the creature, but this one has vigilance, so it doesn't tap anyway, so it doesn't really matter for us. Alright, we have these creatures now, 4, 5, 6 mana we can use. 4, there's 1 there, and 3 there. I think I'm going to play out Colossal Majesty. At the beginning of our upkeep, if we control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. We have a 4 and a 5. And we have this instant if we need it. Let's just attack. Hopefully next turn we'll be drawing extra cards to help us overtake the this one here. Okay, he's got a 4/4 dragon. Could have attacked us. We have a 5/5 reach spider that would just grab him out of the air. So he doesn't want that to happen. Let's draw 2 cards. A Brontodon, but not enough to play it yet. 4, 5, 6. We need 7. 4, 5, 6, and 4. Play this. We can play back Pack Hunter. Let's go with the plant. And we could attack with all here. We have Stony Strength to use if he tries to block the Sentinel Spider. That's a 4/4. If he kills the plant, we can put the counter on the 4/4 anyway and do 10 damage. So we're setting up for the Rampaging Brontodon if we need it. But let's see if we even need it. We might not need it. He's going to attack the 1/1, which means I'm going to sneakily put the counter over here. Or on the other one. Doesn't really matter. It's enough to do 10 damage while he's busy trying to block the plant and keep his dragon alive. We managed to kill him with our spider creatures. Alright, so that is the green versus the red deck. Next we have green versus blue. Okay, lots of flying creatures, so that reach is going to come in handy, hopefully. Definitely want to have those spiders against flying blue creatures. Okay, we have Jungle Delver, a 1/1 that can add counters onto itself if we pay 4 mana. We have our plant creature that gives us mana, and we have a Rampaging Brontodon. So, turn 1, let's get the Jungle Delver out. We can attack. And before the end of our turn, let's put our plant creature as well. Okay, 1, 3. Now we can attack with both of these. He can block one, and we can put Stony Strength on them to kill his creature. I don't know if we really care enough about killing this 1/3, but let's go with it anyway. Let's let him block. Stony Strength can go here. It's now a 2/2, and with another counter, it's now a 3/3. Kills his creature, and those counters stay. So we now have a 3/3 creature, which is pretty useful. Now he's got the Warden of Evos Isle, which will make his creatures cost less to cast. So we could kill that by attacking with the plant, putting Stony Strength on the plant. If he blocks, kill his creature, lose owls. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 mana here. This is worth 2 if this is a 4/4. So 5, 6, we're almost at 7 to cast the Brontodon. So I don't want to trade my plant for his flying creature at the moment. He might even want to block anyway. He doesn't, so I'm going to activate my ability there. Put an extra +1 counter on it. I could use Stony Strength as well. Do 5 damage. But I don't think I need it. I think I'd rather save it. Another Warden, so his flying creatures are going to cost very little now. He can do his damage to me. Okay, another plant. So let's play out this one. Now we'll have enough next turn to play out our Brontodon, so we're going to have 8 at least. Let's attack with our Jungle Delver. He's not going to block at all. We'll use the ability rather than my card to add a counter on there. Save the card if I need it later on. Which I might do, might not. 4/4 Air Elemental. He can attack with both, which means he's only got 4/4 defending him. And I'm going to attack with the 5/5. I won't add the counter on here because what I'd like to do is make sure I can definitely get a next turn and put out my Rampaging Brontodon. I still have Stony Strength if I need it, using a plant for the mana cost. Don't think I'll need it though. Another Air Elemental, that's fine. He can attack me with all he wants. It's not enough to kill me, although it's getting me a little bit low. Okay, right, even better. We have Rapid Bite. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. It's a sorcery, so I have to do it before I go to combat. And I can use the Delver or the Rampaging Brontodon to choose my creature, choose the opponent's creature I want to attack, bite him out of the sky. He's gone. And let's attack with everything there. Rampaging Brontodon gets the plus to become a 12/12. And let's just go to damage. Okay, so before the flyers could do damage to us, we've put out big enough creatures to break through. And that is the green versus the blue deck. Alright, now we're down to our very last one. Green versus black. So, we have big creatures, but they have ways of killing creatures. So we need to find a way to protect our own, or kill them before they can do any damage to our plans. Alright, so we've got very similar cards again. We have the plant, we have the Baloth Pack Hunter, we have a Rampaging Brontodon. So let's get out the plant. We don't want to block if he's going to attack. It will make his Coblade bigger. Didn't want to attack anyway. Interesting. So let's put out the forest. Now we can put out a Pack Hunter now. Or we can kill something. I think I'm going to put out the Pack Hunter. I could have done it the other way around. I could have used the Rabid Bite to kill the Cold Blade or the rat. Now I've got enough mana to do Rapid Bite twice and not to do the Rampaging Brontodon yet, so let's do creature we control is taking out creature they control. And let's do it again, creature we control, take out a creature they control. So the Typhoid Rats are tapped, they can't block, which is fine, we can get past the whole Death Touch. Aha, now we have Savage Gorger. This is going to get stronger as it does damage to us, or as either creature does damage to us. 5 mana, we can play out Baloth the Pack Hunter again. Second one, which will give the first one an extra 2 counters. That's a 5/5 now. I'm going to keep the plant alive because I have now 5 lands and 2 mana from the plant, so which is enough to cast a Rampaging Brontodon. So as I get a bit of a bigger wall of defense here, it's harder to break through, but I can do that using Brontodon. Now I could attack with this, but they have Death Touch Rats available to block, so let's just say no attacks for now. And you can put out another rat if he likes, because we're going to hit him with some trample damage next turn. No blocks from me. You're going to hit me for 8 damage and put a counter on yourself. Okay, so we can attack with an Affectionate Indrik, which, as it enters the battlefield, can fight a target creature I don't control. So let's say, let's put it out. So fighting a creature means you will do damage to it, it will do damage to you. I could do the Savage Gorger or the Vampire. Let's just say the Savage Gorger, because I know that gets stronger pretty easily. There we go, and do we want to all attack? There's only one Typhoid Rat defending. This is going to be a 12/12 with a 3/3 and a 5/5. There's not much he can do with a 1/1 Death Touch. The damage still gets through, and he's down to -8. So, there you go, the green deck versus the black deck. You don't want to lose your creatures against the black deck if you keep hold of them and remove their creatures in a smart way. That's the green versus the black. So, let's let this load back up. There it is. Alright, so I hope you got a lot out of that video there. And that's the end of the colour challenge. So now we've gone through all 5 different starter decks from the Magic Arena starter collection. And now we see how to use each of those decks in a slightly simplified way against the different archetypes that we have. So I hope you found that very useful. You can leave comments below to let me know if there's anything else that you would like to find out about the green deck or any of the starter decks or the colour challenge in Magic Arena. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you got stuck on any of those in particular. And from now on, we're going to do some other videos on getting started on Magic Arena, and you can look forward to those coming up very soon. So thanks for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you in the next video.